Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to travel to Japan from the 29th to the 30th of August for what will be his 8th visit to the country and his first bilateral summit with Japan's new Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba. The trip will mark the 15th India-Japan Annual Summit, a dialogue mechanism considered the highest level of engagement between the two nations. But why is this visit important, and what makes it stand out in a year already packed with high-stakes diplomacy? To begin with, India and Japan share a special strategic and global partnership, a phrase that is more than just diplomatic language. It captures the reality that New Delhi and Tokyo are not only Asia's two leading democracies, but also among the world's top 5 economies. Both nations share strategic trust, common values, and a similar outlook on global security challenges, particularly in the Indo-Pacific.
This is a significant visit for several reasons. It's Prime Minister Modi's first annual summit with Prime Minister Ishiba. It is also his first standalone visit to Japan in nearly 7 years. He last visited for the annual summit in 2018. Since then, of course, he has visited Japan, but that has been for multilateral engagements and other ceremonial events. So this will be a visit that will be fully dedicated to the bilateral agenda between India and Japan. This is also Prime Minister's 8th visit to Japan since he took office in 2014 and reflects the very high priority that this particular relationship has in our foreign relations. The annual summit between India and Japan, as you would be aware, represents the highest level dialogue mechanism that exists between the two countries, and it drives the agenda of the India-Japan Special Strategic and Global Partnership. Prime Minister has met Prime Minister Ishiba of Japan on previous occasions on the sidelines of international events. They first met, I think, it was in Vientiane on the sidelines of the ASEAN summit, and more recently on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Kananaskis in Canada in June of this year. These discussions during these events will be taken forward during the annual summit in Tokyo on the 29th of August. India and Japan are two countries that share values, trust, and strategic outlook on several issues. They are two of Asia's leading democracies and amongst the top 5 world economies.
During this visit, the two prime ministers will conduct an in-depth review of bilateral ties now set for an upgrade. This will involve stronger cooperation in defense, technology transfer, and maritime security, all highly relevant in a region facing rising Chinese assertiveness. Equally significant is the planned launch of a new economic security initiative. The initiative will focus on semiconductors, artificial intelligence, critical minerals, telecommunications, and clean energy, areas that are rapidly becoming the backbone of national security and economic competitiveness. The symbolism of Modi and Ishiba traveling together by bullet train to Sendai, a city renowned for its semiconductor expertise, underlines this focus.
भारत और जापान का रिश्ता केवल डिप्लोमेटिक रिलेशन से कहीं ऊपर सांस्कृतिक और भरोसे का रिश्ता है। हम एक दूसरे की प्रगति में अपनी प्रगति देखते हैं। मारुति सुजुकी के साथ हमने जो जर्नी शुरू की थी, वो अब बुलेट ट्रेन की स्पीड तक पहुंच चुकी है।
India and Japan are also preparing to announce a new digital partnership anchored in AI and semiconductor technology aimed at strengthening public infrastructure. On the energy front, both countries are exploring joint projects in hydrogen and renewable energy, which align with global climate goals. The visit is also about big numbers. In 2014, the two sides set a target of 5 trillion yen in Japanese investments and financing in India by 2026. That figure has already been met in 2025 ahead of schedule. Now, both governments are expected to raise the bar to 7 to 10 trillion yen. One of the most eye-catching elements of the partnership is of course the Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train project, where Japanese financing and technology have played a central role. Now, Tokyo has offered to introduce its new E10 series bullet trains with earthquake-resistant technology and future driverless operation simultaneously in Japan and India. Beyond economics and security, there is a human dimension to the summit. Japan faces the challenge of an aging population, while India has a large, youthful workforce in need of skills and opportunities. The two sides are expected to explore frameworks where India can provide skilled manpower to meet Japan's needs, strengthening people-to-people ties. Both countries are also navigating uncertainty in the Indo-Pacific, especially after the imposition of tariffs by the United States under President Donald Trump and doubts over long-term American security commitments. For India and Japan, cooperation offers a way to hedge against global instability, build resilience, and present a united democratic front in Asia. And Modi's diplomacy won't end in Tokyo. After Japan, he will head to China to attend the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Tianjin, underscoring how India is balancing its ties across Asia, engaging allies like Japan while keeping channels open with rivals. Modi's visit to Japan is not just another bilateral summit. It is a strategic upgrade designed to position India and Japan at the heart of Asia's economic and security architecture. With deals on semiconductors, AI, critical minerals, bullet trains, and energy, the visit promises to cement Japan as one of India's most trusted and enduring partners, at a time when the balance of power in Asia is undergoing a historic transformation. With Farhan Khan, Bureau Report, India Today Global.